go to Canada in the last season in the same track. The podium was the following: Sparks took the win, Kiski got second, and CRG Gamer got third. And in previous race in the season, that was in Britain, if I'm not wrong. Could you tell us, Daniel, that today is alongside me, who actually finished in the podium?
I wasn't here
Oh,
last weekend, but I'm trying to find the results somewhere.
all right, don't worry. I have them here, so we should be able to have them in a second, as we can see some drivers going out already on track. Well, the podium was actually the following. It was the Williams from Sparks in first, as we got Nolan in second, and we had Justin third, as we saw past the racer. You know, after dominating what it could have been an easy win, well, he bottled. He was affected in the final couple of laps. But today is a new track, it's Canada. Tricky circuit, we have to say. You have to be really careful. You cannot afford a mistake or you will end in the wall. So what should we expect from today, Daniel?
Well, we should expect laps around about 1 minute 8, 1 minute 7s, in that range. Looking dry right now, and this is a track that's really easy to extend the track limits and, of course, invalidate your lap time. So, of course, in the final chicane as well, where you can go into the famous Wall of Champions.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, probably if drivers have to watch out for one corner is the Wall of Champions. I mean, that chicane, it's probably one of the most difficult on track, one of the most difficult on the calendar, because you cannot go deeper on the brakes. If not, you're gonna end crashing or probably something else. We are already on board with the Racing Point from Just, who is actually finishing the first sector. Right behind is the Red Bull from Jordan Polska. We can see just actually in the last few races he has been doing pretty fine. Could it be today another good day for the Racing Point driver?
Well, he's got a cool head about him and he's got composure, and that is what you need at a track like this, where you can easily make mistakes. And he is just coming out on to the final straight. He's actually going to get a bit of a tow from the half driver of LR Cohen in on this long straight. You're reaching a speed of about 340 kilometers per hour through the final chicane. This looks to be a really good lap time here, Paco. What's it going to be to set the pace? It's going to be a 108.3, very good lap time from Joost.
Oh, but look at that, Jordan Polska right behind with the 179, and he also got a tow from his teammate. I found quite surprising that actually he got helped by a Haas, you know.
I don't know if Cohen was meant to be there. It looks like he was just finishing his outlap. He's already invalidated, so not to the good start. And there is CRG Gamer and CRG Sparks both taking the reins, locking out the front row for the time being. It is Sparks from Gamer.
Yeah, definitely the two Williams commanding at the moment the first row, but now Tim Benting finishing his lap. It doesn't seem that fast, but what's gonna be a 189, and right behind it's his teammate. Let's see what he can do. Joaquin Messina, to be honest, I expected much more from him, but this season hasn't been that good for him. Let's see if maybe today he can change the dynamic, as he sets a 183 and he goes 5th.
Well, I think he's been pretty consistent in qualifying, and of course race circumstances aren't always in his favour, but he's been one of the quickest, I think, this season, as that is Onyx finishing his lap and going second fastest, splitting the Williams. It is VSR against CRG today. Where is Vasta? He's in the pits right now.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think there's nobody right now doing an attempt. well, someone just finished, but I cannot see. Sap, I think it was, and Kilcree just did his second attempt. Probably drivers are invalidated on the first attempt, and they went for a second attempt. And actually quite surprised to see Onyx in between the two Williams. That's actually quite surprising, and it seems that Red Bulls today could actually battle the Williams guys.
Well, it seems like the Williams this season have almost been untouchable as a duo. You know, there's been attempts from drivers on their individual cars, but we've never really seen a team fight with them. So it's good to see that the Red Bulls are taking it to the Williams team today.
And right now we can see Baste Racer starting his lap on those softs with the Renault. He has been quite close to Sparks in the last few races. Maybe he hadn't had as much luck as he could have had, but definitely he's one of the men to watch today. I mean, he always, and I think he has set sector purple in that first sector, so that could be actually a good lap.
Seems to be pushing pretty hard right now, coming into the fourth gear, right and left complex. There's yellow flag to sector 3, but I think that is just the Mercedes speeding up into the hairpin. He's not gone purple through the second sector, so he might have lost a little bit of time. Running the car out wide onto this long straight, not going to have a tow from anyone right now.
Yeah, and right now, yeah, definitely that could be a influential factor as his teammate is not here. And we can see going through the last couple of corners, really close from the Wall of Champions. Let's see what's the time he's gonna set, a 181, and probably that's the difference between having slipstream and not having it, because probably he could have lost 2/10 approximately, or that's maybe a high guess.
He's 4/10 back from his championship rival CRG Sparks, so he's in 6th. That's the 3rd row of the grid. Definitely not where he wants to be. He wants to be in the top 3. I'm on the front row as well.
And right now, I think probably I'm watching Lico, who is on the Ferrari today. But I think right now probably Caden Forbes is ahead on his lap. No, he's actually behind. I'm trying to find. No, Danny is behind as well, and Lone invalidated. So let's go with Lico, that he is about to finish the second sector, going through the hairpin, improving by 4/10. At the moment, that would put him around 8th or 7th. But let's see, as we can see yellow flags, that's Danny. I think he's turned around probably.
He's lost a bit of front wing.
And
Lico was invalidated.
Yeah, on the last corner. That's unfortunate. What would have been the lap? 185. And that would have been, well, he would have not changed drastically.
He probably did back out though. After he saw that. I think Gamer's just finishing a lap. Yeah, he goes quickest by 2/10. Glad I caught that right
look,
there.
The Red Bulls. Again, with the slipstream tactic. And we can see, when he validated, and that's a hard one. Yeah, still he improves by 16 thousandths. And let's see if he does help his teammate, despite that front wing damage.
Yeah, he's going to have to get ahead on circuit and get to the final straight as quick as he can.
An interesting tactic from the Williams, as Gamer gave the slipstream way before the long straight. I don't know if that will be better, probably not, because I guess the longer you have slipstream, the better it is, but let's see what time is Sparks gonna set. As we can see, the racing point from Just setting 178, and that's not a bad lap. And we can see Sparks going into the grass and invalidating, so not a good lap, definitely. Let's see what Onyx can do. Yeah. Oh, great slipstream, great teamwork there. And let's see if he doesn't invalidate. Ooh, really close from the wall. Let's see what he's gonna set. A 176.95, and that's 1/10 slower than Gamer, but still, once again, in between the Williams.
Looks like the Williams are being troubled by the Red Bull today, and actually Yost has got involved in that fight as well, so he's showing that he wants a piece of the top 5 today. Trying to find someone who's on a lap and is close to finishing. I think Nathan, who hasn't set a lap yet,
Yeah.
he's pushing right now.
19 flat in that first sector. Not sure about if that's a good time, but when he finishes a lap, we will see where he can actually get.
Well, his teammate is just ahead of him right now, so he's definitely going to give him the toe along the straight,
Yeah.
so that will pull Nathan forward. He hasn't got a delta yet.
I mean, I feel so bad about the Alfa Romeo, you know, from Loni and the Ferrari from Lickle, because neither of them have actually a teammate to help each other. And then we have also Buster. No, Buster Racer actually has his teammate, but I don't know if they are communicating or what.
There was a teammate as well.
Oh yeah, my bad. Yeah, I'm blind. And we can see Nathan going 7th, 1.8 flat, 1.80, and that's not a bad lap. But yeah, talking about people that don't have teammates, I think it's only Loney and probably Coin, the one missing teammates, and that's probably gonna be quite noticeable today. As we can see, Buster Racer going 2nd fastest, and well, if you wanted actually a tight qualifying, well, now we have three drivers from 3 different teams in the first 3 spots. So that's that's interesting. And I think legal, right? Oh no, he invalidated. My bad. Marvin is starting his lap, I think. Yeah. So let's see what he can set. Right now I'm looking to like in different onboards, but almost everyone has invalidated or they are in the going into the pits on their in lap. As we can.
Cohen might be the only one on a lap right now.
Yeah, probably that could be the case. As we can see, Danny also starting his lap, so we'll have to keep an eye on him. As we can see, the hash from Cohen. He hasn't been able to push that much lately. He's having issues with no assist. I mean, he hasn't really been able to show his pace, and I'm not sure if he's gonna be able to change that dynamic. As we can see Caden retiring in the pits. I don't know if he didn't have any more fresh tires, but yeah, he retired. And we can see Cohen going up to 10th, and Just also retires, but I think that
rain.
Oh, there's rain.
Yeah. I'd say that drivers are going to start retiring in the pits, and they'll probably be encouraged to retire by the league coordinators, because there's no point trying to set a time on a wet track. So that might be our grid today. No one's really going to be able to improve here.
And that's surprising because, I mean, look at that. CRJ Gamer he's gonna start first. Buster Racer is gonna be 2nd, and then we have Onyx in 3rd. Sparks, I think this is the 2nd time probably in the season that he's not in the top 3. He's generally up there, but today he's outside the top 3. And behind him we have Just, Jordan Polska, Kilcree, Nathan Sapp, and then closing the top 10 we have Cohen. Outside the top 10 we have Rakin Messina, Lickle Blocks, Team Benting, Marvin, Danny, and then we have Caden and Lonnie without any time set. So that's unfortunate for both of them. I didn't expect the rain to come, to be honest. Did you actually expect that rain?
Well, I certainly didn't expect it, but I did see I did notice the clouds were coming overhead, so that could have been an early sign of it, but no, I didn't expect it, especially since it was clear skies, minimal clouds at the start of the session.
Yeah, and right now, as we don't have that much action on track, actually I'm gonna take a look onto the standings. This is gonna be important because watching where Sparks is gonna start, it's gonna be a massive chance for Buster Racer if he wants to be back in the fight for the title, as we have only 5 rounds left, counting Canada. So Sparks is leading with a quite comfortable gap. He has 117 points, just behind Buster Racer. 19 points behind. In third, we have the Alfa Romeo driver. We have Kiski, but quite far with 61, just behind, 2 points behind. It's Sparks' teammate Sergi Gamer with the Williams, and well, we can see they finally retired, and that's the qualifying over. We just said the order in which drivers are gonna start for the race. So let's finish with the standings. Rakim Masina in 5th. We can see Kilcree in 7th. Then Nathan in 8th. Just in 9th. And then we have Lonnie closing the top 10. And that would be, then we have Luis that today is not racing, or I'm not sure if he left the league. I would have to check that.
He was given a season ban, I think.
I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, that would be the top 10. Let's end it there. And with the constructors, once again, Williams dominating with 176 points. Then we have Renault with 102, but massively carried by Buster Racer. Then we have Toro Rosso with 104, so that's a mistake. Toro Rosso is actually second, and Renault is actually third. Then we have Alfa Romeo in 4th with 87 points. McLaren in 5th with 72. Then we have Mercedes with 45, sorry. Then we have Ferrari, Haas, Red Bull with 19 points, and Racing Point 10th with 14 points. And actually talking about Red Bull, and I don't know if you agree, Daniel, I think that I don't know, like, just showing by today's qualifying, if they are actually able to keep those positions, I think it could be a new start, a fresh start for Red Bull, because they haven't had that good luck during the season. But for example, if from today on they are able to actually, keep it clean and finishing in good positions, don't you think that they might make a comeback on the constructors?
Well, absolutely. Just by their qualifying positions, you can see they've all got, both of them are rapid drivers, and they've got a really good pairing. They're working together in qualifying. As you said, they've not had the best of luck throughout the season because of just various issues. This wasn't the original driver pairing, from what I remember. I don't think it started out this way back in Bahrain.
It was only Onyx. Onyx was the Jordan Polska came in a little bit later. But yeah, just reminded, in the top 10 we have everyone in soft. Outside the top 10, everyone in medium. So the strategy will probably be soft mediums, or medium soft, or even soft hards. I'm not sure. But just before this kicks off, Daniel, I would like to ask your prediction for today's podium.
I'm gonna say on the podium I'm gonna say Yost wins this race, IGK Yost. Second will be Onyx, and third, I want to have someone coming through the field, so we'll go We'll go with Caden. I always have faith in him. Normally doesn't live up to it, but you know what? I have faith in him today. So 2 drivers are actually disqualified. I think they were Onyx and Sparks. She's going to take the start.
Alright, I'll have to see my prediction really quickly. I would put Buster Racer in first, I'm going to put Onyx in second, and I'm going to put Jordan Polska in third. If you can take note of that, because I couldn't, I would appreciate that. But we can see 3 red lights, 4 red lights, 5 red lights, and all drive-through penalty, I think, for 2 drivers. I think I saw, and we can see the Williams defending that first spot. Oh, the Red Bull trying to launch it from down the inside in turn 1. Sparks defending really well. Oh yeah, and we can see the Renault from Marvin the other way around. Oh, and actually really good start from CRG Gamer, who is able to defend that first spot. And we can see Zap also having issues, losing lots of positions. I don't know if he had damage or what, but now he's in 17th. And we can see Lonnie, and only Lonnie has been able to, well, actually he's lost the position to Team, but anyways, he has been able to make some positions as he overtakes back Team. Right in front we have CRG Gamer trying to defend from Buster Racer, but we haven't had that much action, you know, that much change.
Building down the field, it looks like for the most part, I think all the drivers have remained except for Yost dropping positions. All the action's really been at the back of the pack. 2 MNT drivers, Saab and Marvin, having their own issues. There's Lickle Blocks coming into the pits to serve his drive-through. I think the other one might have been Cohen, as now Gamer comes across the line. Complete lap number 1. Got 34 more laps of this.
Yeah, definitely. We still have a long race to go. Plenty of action to cover. And we can see Danny overtaking Team Benting, and I think there's a front wing that actually went off from someone. I'm trying to check who was that driver. I cannot see. Well, probably later on we'll be able to catch back and maybe see who was the one that lost that piece of front wing. And surprisingly, I mean, Sparks hasn't recovered any position yet, but that's good. I mean, for the championship, it's perfect, but it's quite weird from Sparks, you know, to not make positions at the start of the race.
Normally he's either making up positions starting from first or getting spun around and then going on to win the race, so he's not. It's unfamiliar for Sparks to not be making up positions as Buster Racer sets fastest after the race. He is just 5/10 back from CRG Gamer, as now DRS has been enabled, so he's going to be able to open the rear wing up and get that extra bit of speed on 3 straights here today.
Yeah, let's see if now some drivers start trying to make moves. I mean, in all the races we've seen, we can see that drivers are really cautious on the first stint. Then on the second stint, it's when they start to try overtakes, but probably, let's see if today this can change. Probably not, you know. This has been the trend during the whole season, so it shouldn't change. So we'll have to wait probably for the second stint to actually see some action in front. But right now, Nathan pretty close from a kill tree. We can see also Jordan Polska getting closer to Sparks. Probably some of the drivers that could potentially, you know, make a move. Probably it's Jordan Polska, because I think he needs to be in front of Sparks, and behind probably Nathan. I see that probably he could be faster than Kilcree, and we can see Cohen pitting. That would probably be the car that lost a piece of the front wing, so that would probably be the reason why he pits.
It was actually him taking drive-through from the start. He was the first one to do it, but it is Tim Wentink who's getting his front wing chained right now.
Alright. Then it's my bad. I tried to make a guess out of nowhere, and it went wrong. But yeah, oh, and we can see that it's out, and that could bring a safety car.
Marvin's been spun around as well.
But I think Danny retired manually. Or what's up?
I have no clue what's happened here. Maybe we can see the car from the point of view of Saab. I don't know where he is. I think, yeah, he just retired manually.
But why would he do that?
I don't know. He's in game chat right now, but so that could be him shouting at someone, but we're not going to pay attention to that because now Rakim Mazina gets past Furton Racer for 8th position. He is the front runner of the mediums right now, and now there's more yellow flags. I think that might be Nathan going around again.
I mean, I would say Danny has had a quite frustrating season. I mean, he hasn't been able to show his base really. I mean, he has been crashing or being crushed. So no good luck for him. But racing is like that. I mean, you can get a really good streak or the opposite. As we can see, he leaves the station probably. He has rage quitted. And Saab picks up a 3-second time penalty. Oh, and Lucas Sparks getting closer and closer to the Red Bull. Probably Onyx feeling the pressure already from the young Scottish driver.
Looks like they're all just forming up in a DRS train. Vasta Racer seemed to be... Oh, he's coming into the pits already. Is he lost maybe? Okay, they all seem to go into the pits. So I think it's either they're going on to hards, which... Or they're going to go for a two-stopper. It's
no,
going to be
I think the mediums. Yeah, just stop. Interesting.
That is the strategy normally around here, as 4 drivers have come into the pits.
And actually, Sparks. Oh, I feel really bad for Onyx. He has lost. I think he has lost both positions in the pits. Actually, he has lost 3 positions. I don't know if he had a 5-second time penalty or if he had front wing damage or what, or if he just got blocked by someone. But oh, that was really, really unfortunate. And now he will have to gain back the time he's lost.
When will his luck change? He's not lit this league on fire, and that's mostly been down to bad luck itself. He's not been smiling on him.
Yeah, definitely, and that's what I mean when I say that Red Bull, you know, could be higher up in the table, because Onyx has been here since the beginning, as we can see CRG Gamer and Jordan going into the pits. And I have to say that if his luck was not that bad, you know, probably he could be higher up in the table, for sure. As we can see now, the Red Bull going out. I don't know if he got blocked by the McLaren, but it's gonna be pretty close between the guys that did the undercut and himself. Let's see where he emerges. Will he be in front of the Williams? I'm not sure about that. No, he's just right behind and he has lost the position. That's a position for CRG Sparks that is now up to 8th.
Yellow flags, I think that's... Who's that? Oh, it's Marvin. Marvin's been spun around on the second DRS straight. Luckily he's not collected anyone up here, but he's going to sheepishly come back onto the track, get back in a straight line. He's not made his pit stop, but he's effectively lost an entire stop to the leaders. So bad luck for Marvin right now. He sits in 13th position, as now there's a little bit of a battle going on between Lonnie and Farron Racer, and that is Lonnie moving up in 2nd position. He's not going to stay there for too long, but now he moves into 2nd place, and that is, I think, Nathan going around. He's retired on track as well.
Yeah.
Could we see a safety car? Don't think so.
No, because I think it was manually again. I don't know what's up today with the guys, you know. It seems they have some tendency, you know, to press the retire button. But yeah. Already 2 drivers, none of them crashed. Yes, they rage quit, and that's so unfortunate, as we only have 16 drivers remaining. Well, only, that's a lot. And oh, and we can see McLaren having some issues. As I don't know if he lost. No, he didn't lose any front wing, but Oh, and just going all over him. I mean, that was a mistake from Just. I don't know if he got damage from that action.
No, I don't think he did. It wasn't heavy touches there.
Yeah, but that could have ended really, really badly. I think that was he was impatient. That's the word. And we can see now Buster Racer all over CRG Gamer, and actually I think we have an interesting race ahead because Kaden, Lonnie, and Messina, you know, they don't have to go on a two-stop, so they could do medium hards. And it's gonna be interesting to see how much they try to defend. That only one of them actually crashed, and it was in the Wall of Champions. And I think that could have been perfectly a safety car, but lately Codemaster, you know, thinks that what they have to bring out is a virtual safety car. So I don't think any driver is gonna pit now. Yeah, we can see the Toro Rosso. Yeah, and we are back into racing. And right now Buster Racer pretty close from Gamer, lap after lap. And I don't see Gamer being able to reduce that gap to Kaden.
He's got the fresher tyres on right now. The two McLarens going at it now. I think that was an easy move for Gilcree, moving up into the points positions. He's made his first set stop. Burhan has not, as Lonnie takes another time penalty. He's up in second right now, so he started really well. Of course, he hasn't pitted yet. Gamer's definitely going to be feeling the pressure from Basta, and he could be overtaken in the next couple laps.
Yeah, definitely. And it's gonna be like, I think right now we have a really good race ahead. I mean, we still have Lonnie, Kaden, and Rakin ahead, and precisely these drivers are not slow, you know. So let's see how Gamer, Buster Racer, Sparks try to sort this out. But I think we're gonna have an interesting race ahead with those strategy calls.
As Onyx moving up a position into 8th.
Yeah. Many penalties picked up by the drivers, as we are only in lap 11. And right now, my bad, I said that Gamer was not catching up, but probably he heard me, and just when he heard me saying that he was not catching up, suddenly he has picked up his pace, and now he's 2.3 away from Kaden.
Well, of course, Caden's older medium tyres will be going off eventually, so he might be thinking about coming to the pits sooner rather than later.
I mean,
still, Gamer's not in the DRS range of Kaden, so it's all to play for right now. As Kaden takes time penalty, Lonnie comes into the pits. So does Bracky as well.
I was about to say that actually mediums could do. Oh, and we can see. Safety car! Safety car! Onyx is out. I think it was in the Wall of Champions. I don't know if he got hit or what happened there. But definitely, this is actually an interesting. This could actually be the move for the race. I mean, from Kaden.
He could have a free pit stop.
No, not only that, he could actually be ahead of Lonnie, you know, get on hards as Lonnie did. And I'm actually surprised by Messina. I mean, he can actually do again a pit stop, you know, and change his strategy, as he would still be 9th. But he went on mediums, and that's actually a surprising call from him. And I'm trying to see if Just had anything to do with the incident, but it doesn't seem like he has front wing damage. And we can see now Kaden in the lead. What will he do? Probably he'll go into the pits, and probably he'll go for the hards. That would be the logic, the smartest thing to do. as he's going into the pits. Definitely he is. And where will he emerge?
Well, at the pace they're going at right now, I'd have it say he's gonna come out in
Ooh,
seventh.
Buster Racer. No, he's gonna be ahead of those guys.
Oh yeah, because Sparks and Buster have both come into the pits.
And Gamer didn't pit, and this is actually an interesting call. Because Gamer, I mean, generally, I don't know what to say really. Probably Gamer didn't pit because probably Sparks, I think he asked, you know, his teammate if he could be the one to pit. Oh, but he went on mediums. Wait, what?
Does he think he can go to the end on the set of yellow wall tyres? Well, it's going to be a big ask for him. It's now Cohen. Takes time penalty for some reason.
But Caden also... Wait, what? I'm totally lost. I mean, Lonnie is on hards and he pitted. Then we have Joaquin Messina and Caden in the mediums. And then we have Buster Racer with the hards. And then we have Sparks in the mediums. Personally, I mean the mediums can actually do 20 laps. But they're gonna be dead by the end of the race. So it's actually a risky call from Sparks. Let's see how it works. But I don't know if that was the smartest thing to do. But hey, you know, he is in PSL F1, you know. I mean, smaller leagues than that, in smaller divisions. So I'm not gonna criticize a driver like Sparks, you know, for doing what he's doing. Probably he knows.
Well, at least Sparks can take these tyres to the end. Caden is unable to do so because, of course, Sparks has already been on 2 sets of tyres. Caden started on the mediums. He's on the mediums right now, so he's going to look to go on the softs at the end.
I didn't think about that. And Joaquin Messina as well, yeah. And that's actually... I don't know what... Unless they want to finish the race on softs, that could actually be an interest. Well, what I think what's for sure is that we're gonna have diverse strategies. So that's gonna be cool to see. Let's see which one is the one that will work the best. But probably safety car should go in this lap. Sergi Gamer will be leading, as he has been doing since the start of the race, as we have 10 people in the stream. Hello to everyone that is watching. And as I said, safety car in this lap, so we should be back into racing in a few seconds. Now Gamer will have the power, you know, to decide when and how to restart the race. He's going right now pretty slow, trying, you know, to catch everyone by surprise as he starts pushing right now. And well, that was kinda a good restart, I would say, and we can see behind Sparks already trying to move. No, oh, and the Haas actually hit the rear from someone. I couldn't catch who was the guy actually that was hit, and we can see Lonnie taking the easy way. As we can see, 3 wide there. He's still down the inside of the Toro Rosso as Joaquin Messina make the move, and Caden. Oh, that was Caden's mistake. Yeah, Caden. I don't know. Oh, unfortunate for Caden. He's gonna be able to make that strategy work. And I don't know if Lonnie got damaged from that incident. As we can see, Sparks overtaking Buster Racer. Still side by side, and Caden rage quit, you know. Probably he's crying right now after that incident.
So unlucky.
I mean, I don't know if it was luck or not luck, but definitely he was involved in an incident with Lonnie. and I think he could have done much more to actually avoid that. Oh, another safety car. Well, you know, Codemaster thing.
I'm so confused. What
Everyone
was
is
that
confused. For fun. That was for fun. And this is actually interesting because we have right now Theory Gamer that is not pitting once again. Now actually I think Sparks could actually make it till the end of the race. And I mean, this is what I mean, you know, Caden should have continued because I don't think the safety car came out because he DNF. So probably he could have continued, you know, and he could have still had a chance, but no way he decided to rage quit. But we still have 19 laps of racing. And right now, I don't know what Gamer is trying to do. He could have pitted, but I think he's now risking too much.
His tyres will be more healthy towards the end of the race, but he can't take them to the end. 100% not. He's already been on them for 9 laps, which was around about the stint that the medium runners were on, such as Lonnie and Reki Mazina, and of course Caden, who is now out of the Grand Prix. So it's going to be interesting if Gamer comes into the pits, or if Kilcree also follows through. Doesn't look like it, no. It looks like we're going to have one more lap of safety car action. Of course, Bernd Nederlander getting his time in the spotlight. An excellent safety car driver, keeps everyone in check, but I digress, as we'll just have a little bit of a mid-race run through it. Gamer following through is Kilcree and Reki Mazina in 3rd. Lonnie from last place is coming up to 4th. And it's CRG Sparks in 5th, the championship leader. Foreign Racer also doing a pretty good job after he had his incident at the start. Liquor Blocks doing very well for himself, considering he had a drive-through at the start, and Marvin too up in 8th. Jordan, who just pitted, is in 9th, and 10th Joost Vasta in 11th. Tim Wenting's not at the luck today, he's in 12th, and last place right now is Cohen. We've had 5 DNFs today, including Caden Forbes, VSR Onyx, MNT Saab, NNT Nathan, and FTRL Danny. That is the full running order right now.
Yeah, and I don't know if safety car should go in this. Yeah, there we go. Safety car in this lap. So we should be back into back to racing. So let's see what happens from now on. And we can see once again Gamer trying to play mental games with the rest of the field, trying to catch them by surprise, and we can see he starts pushing, and I think that was quite a good restart by the William driver, as he is on a 10 lap mediums. I think he's gonna probably try to go soft in the end, so we'll have to see what he does. But yeah, at the moment pretty close race, and Sparks already close to Lonnie. He could try to move at any moment, but let's see Jordan Polska out over Marvin. Let's see if he tries to move, because he's losing quite a lot of time, and he has to try and make the move. He has better traction, he's on a softer tire, and he goes down the inside. That was a risky move, as he could have hit the wall, and we can see, yeah, they made contact, but I think Marvin overreacted to that contact both drivers made. And now Jordan Polska is up to 8th, and we can see Marvin is last, and probably with front wing damages.
Liquor Blocks right now trying to challenge Foreign Racer right now. They're just behind CRG Sparks, who's looking to get a move on behind Lonnie.
Yeah, but look at
Lost a
Verhan.
lot of ground.
Oh, Verhan seemed much closer than what it seems, but yeah. And we can see Rakin. Yeah, Lonnie's not. I mean, he's on hard. He's for sure going till the end, and probably he'll have an advantage on the final. Oh, and we can see a Ferrari risking it. Yeah, it was legal. He almost lose control of the car, but we can see now going down the inside, and that's gonna be an easy move. The McLaren tried to squeeze him, but it's an easy move from legal, and now he's up to 6, and he will try to now catch. As we can see, many incidents going behind. Oh, many cars side by side. The Red Bull go down the inside, and I think Basta Racer. Yeah, Lonnie is gone. Those are probably not the best choice, and we can see Basta Racer up 1 place again, and that's unfortunate for Lonnie because probably he was one of the favorites to win now with that strategy. But going back to the front, we can see Kilcrew trying to defend from Rakin, but the Toro Rosso driver is all over him, and he's gonna probably try just before the chicane as they go side by side. The McLaren round the outside, but that's an easy position for Rakin. And meanwhile behind, Sparks is now in 4th after that mistake from Lonnie. Legal is well, not right behind, but 1.2 behind, and we can see Basta Racer already going for the move, and he's now in 7th. Trying to catch Jordan Polska and Legal. As we can see, Justin Lonnie going into the pits, and Lonnie retiring, and probably Just will do the same, or he will actually try to race till the end.
Looks like he's coming back out. We only have 11 runners left in this race. Jordan's been moving up a lot in this race right now, as he has DRS on Liquor Blocks. He's not going to make a move into the chicane. Liquor Blocks locks up. He goes straight across into the runoff, and that should be an easy position for Jordan around the outside. Ferrari in 6th, Red Bull in 5th. Jordan has really moved up positions. He's got Sparks 2 seconds ahead of him. Ooh. That was another spin. Is that for...
No, I think there was... it was a mistake by Verhan, and I think Cohen also made a mistake, and Tim Bentic said, alright, thank you, and he actually got... he overtook both drivers.
Well, Tim Wenting, another driver who suffers from bad luck, and there's Cohen in the wall. At the wall of champions.
But he
resets
crash.
The track. He lost his front wing.
And that could have been a third safety car if he retired, but it's not going to be the case.
Oh, and he puts it in the wall.
Oh.
He's retired. Will that be another safety car?
Well, we'll know in a few seconds. Probably not. As he is not in a dangerous location. And I don't think it's going to be a safety car, as we now have 10 drivers remaining, so everybody is going to finish in the points.
Well, that is provided you finish, so you just have to keep your nose clean and stay out of trouble to get points this race. As there seems to be 2 emerging packs. The front pack, which is consisting of the Williams sandwiching Rakin Mazina and Kilcrew, and then you got the guys in the back in the midfield, and then the drivers slightly tailing off. And
yeah, I mean, right now I don't know what's gonna be like, because I don't even think Sparks can actually make it to the end, or if he does, his tires are gonna be dead. So right now anyone could win. I think probably the one that could probably have a big chance to actually make it possible would be Jordan or Basta Racer. But let's see what they do. Right now Basta Racer needs to overtake both of them really quickly if he doesn't want to lose time. And he's all over the gear, you know, from the gearbox from Legal, right behind, and he tries the move. Oh, he didn't want to risk it. Let's see if now with DRS he can actually try something else.
Can I just throw out a little bit of a prediction right now?
Let's see.
Just look at the sky. Do you notice that it's particularly grey?
Oh my god. No, 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 no. No, no.
We could see some rain, and that could explain why Gamer has stayed out so long. But he might not have benefited him too much because he's got Reki Mazina all over his rear wing.
Okay, alright. I mean, I can accept that theory. But could it actually explain why Lonnie and why Ferhan went on hards?
Maybe they just didn't have faith in the mediums. Or maybe it's coming right at the death of the race, and so they wouldn't know if it was coming at that time as Yost retired from the session.
Oh no, it wasn't the pits, as we have 9 drivers remaining. This is a cluster.
We lost half the field.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what a race. What a race. And right now we can see the Renault Buster Racer pretty close from Lincoln. Will he try to move? Both of them have slipstream, so it's not gonna be easy. But let's see if maybe with some traction. Oh! And that's a safety car for sure. And here could be the key point of the race. And that's a bottle. Because I had the perfect view of what he did. He just went deep into the wall, you know. Oh my god.
Well, that saved Gamer right there because he was feeling the wrath of Reki Mazina. He was charging at him, and we now have 8 runners left in the Grand Prix. We've lost 10 drivers in the space of about 10 laps, so carnage today. It's really
we have mental. Only 8 drivers remaining. But and that's why I said people like Caden, people like Nathan, people like Danny, they shouldn't retire, you know. You still have plenty of race to go, you know, plenty of safety cars that could come out. Why do you retire? You know, why do you DNF? That's not the way to go, to be honest. But yeah, lap 24, 11 laps remaining. Now we'll have to see what the leaders do, if they will pit or they will wait for the rain to come. If there's rain, yeah, they both go into the pits. Into the pits we must go.
Be interesting to see what tires they go on. They could
everyone is pitting,
yeah,
except Tim that could actually push those mediums. 10 laps of soft. Yeah, no, I mean, actually it's those softs. I don't know. This is actually an interesting call. We can see Ferhan going on the mediums, and actually Ferhan is gonna go up to 4th. Oh, he's gonna be side by side with his teammate. No, he's behind Buster. Oh my god. Actually, yeah, I think the soft was the right choice, and I don't understand why Team, because now he's gonna be dead. And we can see that probably the rain was not a factor, as everyone has pitted, and we can see that there are some parts of the track that we can see small trace, you know, of sunshine.
Could be. But when are we going to get racing again? I think we're going to have another...
No. What? Surprise!
Less than a lap.
Yeah.
A lot to surprise everybody.
Exactly.
Now it is up to Tim Wentink on old medium tyres to control the start. It is his discretion as how quick they go. For
first time in the race, it's not going to be a CRU gamer who's going to control the pack. So let's see what Tim Wentink try to do. As he's waiting. No, but he is now in full throttle, and I think he actually did pretty well.
Now the sun's coming back out.
He
almost lost the rear end there.
Yeah, I mean, definitely he's gonna have some difficult laps, and we can see only 8 drivers remaining. Sparks is now in the last spot of the whole grid.
Spun! Sparks been spun around. Championship leader has been turned around. I think he went a little bit too deep, and Tim Wentink is dropping like a stone in water.
Oh my
He's down
God.
to 5th. from the
Oh, the
from
Ferrari.
the restart.
Ooh, Legal tried to overtake. I mean, right now he's like a mobile chicane. And we can see the McLaren also. Oh, he's going for the move actually down the inside. Oh, we can see the Ferrari making it. Actually, the McLaren hit the rear. And I think that's going to be probably an easy move by the McLaren, as Lickle already made the move. Yeah, down the inside. Oh, no, he doesn't make it. He will have to wait. Yeah, and right now is CRG Gamer leading. And as I said, this is a big chance for CRG Gamer and, well, and probably Buster Racer, if they want to be back in the championship fight. Because CRG Gamer, let's be honest, it needs a miracle, you know, to be in the fight in the last race. But Buster Racer now could actually have a big chance, you know, to gain back the points he lost in the previous race. He needs to make the move, and we can see Rakin Masina already 1 second off CRG Gamer. But right now, yeah, he's going for the move down the inside. Yeah, actually he launched it, and the Toro Rosso has to give him some space. And I think Buster Racer is already behind them, and I wouldn't be surprised if he actually tries to go around the outside, but no, there was no space for him to go there. And we have four guys battling for a second spot. Oh, and we can see Buster Racer going around the outside, but I think it was actually the McLaren going down the inside would actually make it look like the Renault was actually going around the outside. And let's see, with Slipstream he's able to make the move. Buster Racer is also close, and I think he has more speed than the McLaren, but he's not gonna be able to outbrake himself, but he actually does it, as Kidcree didn't want to fight that much. And now Buster Racer is up to third. He has to be pretty fast, as we can see also Lickle taking advantage, and he's now up to fourth. A really good race from Edward Lickle, as he locks up, and he's now side by side with the McLaren, and DRS is enabled. And Sparks is up to 7th.
I think the hamasha of the drivers not in the fight for second really is that they were fighting so hard when they should have been working together to catch up to Gamer. They've all effectively lost the opportunity to win the races now. Can we see anyone with a move?
But I honestly think that what caused that train was the slow pace from Rakin. I don't think he has to pace, to be honest. As now I think Rakin Messina is going to be overtaken by Buster Racer probably in turn 1. We'll have to see, but look at that. That's straight line speed. Let's see how he tries. No, I mean he's far away. But we can see Rakin already 1.8. And Sparks setting the fastest lap. He's now in 6th, trying to recover what he lost. And let's see if Buster Racer can actually do something. Because if it's not today, it's gonna be difficult for him. And we have 6 laps remaining, by the way.
I do believe in the championship challenge that the low scoring position for Sparks isn't actually going to affect him too much, because he's really just been dominant this season. But he's saying that he's not won for the last couple of rounds, I don't think, or he might have done it. No, I don't think he has, but we move past that, because can Buster Racer get past Rakin Mazina? Well, he's not using all the ERS he can. He's just staying in the slipstream, not going to make a move into the final chicane.
But he's all over him.
Takes a time penalty, as now he's using up overtake mode. Could he go down the inside into turn number 1 for second position? That is an easy move for Buster Racer. He moves up into P2. He's got Gamer ahead of him just 1.5 seconds.
And I think he was pretty clever with that move, because probably he knew that if he tried to move before the chicane, he would probably lose time to Gamer, and he probably waited, you know, just to lose the like few times. I don't know how to speak English. I give up. But yeah, probably he tried to lose as less time as he could. Yeah, that's not well expressed, but never mind. We can see Sparks already in 5th, and Buster Racer is already 1.4 behind CRG Gamer. Well, 1.5, but yeah, let's not focus on the gap, because that's gonna be changing constantly. Let's see if Lico can actually do something, and he can actually try to move on Rakin, because Sparks is slowly catching up. And I wouldn't be surprised if Sparks is able to finish on the podium.
Well, Lico Blocks could be in a perfect position to actually take a podium on his debut race. Of course, it's not very hard to do to get a podium because there's only 8 runners left in the Grand Prix. But judging by the pace of Ricky Mazzino, it could be easy pickings for Lico Blocks moving on to the podium, and then he could be a little bit of a mobile chicane, can Rakin for Sparks. So don't give up hope, Lico, you can do it, mate.
And look at the ERS difference. You know, we have Gamer in 1st with 38%, Buster Racer it's on a similar amount. Then we have Rakin with 25, then we have Lico with 73, and Sparks with 22. So that's actually interesting because Lico could actually attack a little bit more in the next couple of laps. And let's see how Buster Racer tries to handle this situation, because we can see he's now 1.1 behind Gamer. He's actually closing up and he's almost in DRS range, but he needs to manage the ERS. As we have yellow flags, is Team Bentic out of the race, and I think this is alright. It was in the pits, and I don't understand. I mean, he could have gone for fastest lap or anything. Nowadays there's too much crying babies, you know, in the community. To be honest, probably people will answer now, you know, on Twitter, and they will tell me, no, the only crying baby is you. But let's be honest, there was only 3 laps remaining. Why would you retire? You know, it's silly.
I'd have to agree with you. There's not really any point of retiring. You might as well go to the end. I actually don't know if the retirement from Tim Bentic will get him any points, because that's what some leagues actually do have. We're coming up to 3 laps remaining.
Ooh, and Buster is actually like on the edge, you know?
Yeah.
He has been like for 2 laps, almost in the DRS range. But he hasn't been able, really. Let's see if, because I think if he's able to catch a Gamer in this lap, you know, to be in DRS range. Let's see if he does it now. I think he is. Now it's gonna be easier. Yeah, and he has DRS on CRG Gamer, so now probably it's gonna be much easier for Buster Racer to actually catch up and try to move.
It's also gonna move.
Can you actually take a look on penalties? To the penalties. Well, I mean, I don't know really. I don't know if I want the surprise effect or the spoiler effect. Nah, let's keep it secret.
Okay.
Let's see. Buster Racer already 7/10 behind CRG Gamer, and probably if I was him, I would try to save ERS for the final lap of the race.
That's what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's already put it into none. Into turn number 1. They are separated by less than half a tenth. He's been catching up to the rear of CRG Gamer ever since he got past Ricky Mazzino. It could go down to the wire between these two very competitive, skilled drivers.
Yeah.
But the DRS could be the difference for Buster Racer getting past.
Definitely, Daniel, and it's gonna be key. And we can see CRG Gamer and Buster Racer actually having the same amount of ERS. And CRG Gamer, actually, to be ahead, he's been quite clever, you know, probably knowing that Buster Racer is not using ERS and he's also saving, you know, not being driven away by panic mode, you know, because probably when you're under panic, Oh, and we can see actually Buster Racer is gonna go for the move now. I mean, he didn't have a good exit, so probably he's gonna try to catch up back, but he's gonna have a difficult ending to this race. As we can see, Sparks in fifth place, 3 seconds behind Lico. Probably he just given up, you know. Probably he doesn't want to have penalties. Oh, and we can see Buster Racer all over the Williams. Will he try to move before the last DRS range? I don't know. Range, no. Activation, so yeah. And we can see Kildry put in fastest lap of the race. As we can see now, Buster Racer giving it all.
Yeah, he's gonna open up the DRS eventually here. He's going all hot lap. He's probably using up all the fuel he has left in the tank. He's got DRS, but he's got a bad exit. So this could be Gamer's win. Vaster's got to do all he can. Coming into the last two corners, the yellow flags. That's for Killcrew putting it in the wall. Can Vaster? Oh, he's lost the back end. Just there, and
that was pretty close.
Gamer wins the race. Vaster's lost out on penalties, and Lickle Blocks gets a podium on his debut.
Yeah, really good race from Lickle. A great win by Gamer. Unfortunate for Buster Racer. I didn't see like those penalties he had. Probably it was a 5-second time penalty. But that was so unfortunate because today it was the day, you know, to try and gain some points that for sure he will do. I mean, he's ahead of Sparks, but definitely it's not what he needs. But still, great race. Congratulations to CRE Gamer and to the podium guys, Rakin and Lickle. And well, do you have anything to add to this race?
Other than my driver of the day, who is going to be Lickle Blocks. He comes back from a drive-through at the start to get a podium on his debut race. That is just class driving from him. He takes up P3. He's my driver of the day.
I would have to say, I would have to agree on that, but I'm gonna say COG Gamer, and do you know why? Because although actually Lickle Blocks, you know, he started 12th and it was his first race. I mean, CRE Gamer was having really bad luck during the whole season, and when he's able, you know, to show his real pace and he's able to be up there, he shows he has full control of the situation. You know, when I was questioning him for staying out, he probably knew what he was doing, and look, he finished first. So for me, it's CRE Gamer, but I have to also give a clap to Lickle because he did an awesome job. As also Rakin Messina, I think he did a really good job. But yeah, that's the top 7 that finished the race. Lots of penalties we can see. As Sparks also had a 3-second time penalty. And this has been all for today. Today there's no interviews, unfortunately, unless Daniel wants to start a stream. But I don't know if his internet is good enough to actually handle it.
Yeah, I'm not even logged in to the
Alright, then it's gonna be all for today. Thank you very much for joining. Don't you have anything else to add, Daniel?
Not off the top of my head, but you can catch us here next week, same time, for another mental race of HCA. And I'll just get the calendar very quickly. For round number 11, we're going to France. It's going to be a good one.
Yeah, definitely I agree. So remember, at 8 o'clock HTA assist here, and next week we'll be back with HTA Elite. So subscribe to not miss any race, and we'll be back next week. This has been all for today. It has been myself, Paco Suarez, and alongside me, Daniel. So goodbye everyone, and take care.